I got tired of messing around with the engine tick. I've been putzing around with it for like a week. Did like five adjustments like every day when it was cold first thing in the morning. Would give it a shot. Didn't do anything. Tried a couple different additives. Didn't do nothing. Just gonna buy a new head. Screw it, whatever. Don't feel like rebuilding the valves, whatever. So I decided to switch projects. Over there, I did that there yesterday or the day before. What I did was all that. Just pulled it right out of there. I did it all in one piece. Just did it from the support right there, the two bolts that hold the trailing arm right there, and then the one bolt back there. Just boom, 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 and then the two bolts up here for the coilovers. So I did those two, these two, and then the one back there, and then that guy, and that pulls it out. There's one complete jobby. And I figured I'd do this little video update before I got any farther, so you can see everything that's right here. You can see how I pulled it all out. I forgot to mention I did the e-brake. You got to do that and do that from inside the inside console. But there's the trailing arm rear brake system going in with all its new components, new caliper. These are SI. I believe they're SI. I can't remember if I bought the SI or like a 95 EX. I got these off Craigslist for $100 for the set. These are new wheel bearings, new hubs on those guys, new calipers, obviously brake pads. Went ahead and installed the adjustable, Moog adjustable rear controller arm, upper, lower. I'm having trouble finding any lower control arms that are aftermarket that don't look like they're not some metallic neon growth color. It's what black, nice aftermarket. But yeah, I pretty much did the same thing on this. To release these bolts. The inside up here, did those two. These guys ready to go. The whole thing's basically still just sitting right here on the trailing arm bolts. But once I get those guys off, and then up there, there's a little bolt right up there. I don't have to mess with that. I'm not gonna mess with that. It'll mess up my toe from wherever it's sitting currently. But yeah, so still gotta undo that guy. Then I'll be able to pull that thing off and get the other one on. Super sketchy on this driveway because I'm at an angle. But got disc brakes on back there. You can see it's all good to go. Still gotta hook the e-brake up. Obviously it's just laying there. But I got it down. Still have to do tighten all the suspension. Since I got it down on the ground now, I can tighten it all. Get it nice and snug. And then I'll do the same with the rear, I guess, I reckon. I want to hurry up because I'm starting to get mold issues in here. Because it's just sitting, getting water in it. But yeah, I've been stripping this guy. I think my next project up here is I'm going to switch out the EX tranny, or the 91 SI tranny, with the original LX, which is back there somewhere. Pop that guy on there. Call this engine pretty much done. I'm still debating whether or not to take the throttle body off that. Still don't know what that's from. If I remember correctly, it had a PF3 marking on it, but that's definitely not a. That's the Y7 on there. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this guy. Should finish up this little project today. Getting that guy off. I already got it. Did this one yesterday. I got him already back on there. I had the rear trailing arm, or the lower control arm, flipped around. I was going by Sun's Honda, their parts catalog, and their online parts catalog in the picture apparently was wrong. So I couldn't figure out. It was super low to the ground. The hub was, and it was faced like inward. And I was trying to jack the car up to get the tire on, hoping maybe I could straighten it out. And finally I'm just like, I bet it's backwards because it comes out of this and makes a little U-turn and then it comes down. But I had it so that it was doing the U-turn that way and then coming down. It was inside out. Which happens. You get lost doing some stuff sometimes on these. You get so into it and so crazed that you lose track of stuff. So I got all these little bolts and nuts and stuff all over the place. I have no idea where they go. No idea. All I know is they're gonna come back in my collection. A big collection of random parts. Whatever, as long as it drives onto the, as long as it rolls onto the flatbed for them to take it away, I'm cool. I'm totally cool. I'm gonna get as much stuff off of this as I can. Yeah. Wish I hadn't thrown away the original engine mounts before. I threw those away like 3 weeks before the butthead hit my car. So now I don't have any backups. All I have is the one still brand new one for the rear that I couldn't get to. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'm working on figuring out what kind of engine I want to put in there. Okay, decide if I want to just throw a D8 head on it for now and rebuild the D8 head later. I don't know, that's a whole nother video topic. It's a whole nother everything topic. Alright, well, back at it while the sun's shining. Peace. So I figured out the headlight problems. I could only get the parking and the brights to work. Couldn't get the outer ones to work. So I took them out and looked at both the outer ones. The bulbs were broken. See guys right here. That piece flops around. Yeah, I didn't think so. That piece flops around, so there goes my nice Phillips 130. But luckily the bright ones, which are also Phillips 130s, were just fine. So I put the bright ones on the outside. I had the ones that came with these projection headlights, put those on in the middle. This side the fuse is burnt out. Thanks to my buddy Chad on that one for a heads up. The wiring on this gets really annoying. Since I got done doing the back brake disc conversion, got that all tidied up, ready to go. I'm glad that when I put this on, it's flush as opposed to being bent inward like the other one, which means the other one's screwed. But yeah, so I got the back brakes. Disc brakes are on, front end's all done. The only thing I have to do is tighten down the suspension underneath, tighten that up. You know, just like all the stuff under there, obviously. But even though it's pouring rain, I managed to get the 40-40 proportioning valve in there for the disc brakes. I think that'll be a plenty big enough cylinder, so I'm not going to upgrade it like I was planning to do that with this guy because of how small that cylinder is in comparison. But yeah, so I got the brake valves on, the brakes are done, all new brake lines, the e-brakes are hooked back up, everything's good underneath. I was having some leakage issues, so I filled this guy up with expanding foam because this had a big old gap in it, and once that dried, I put black silicone sealant over it. Now I'm just letting it dry because it was going down and getting in there and then just coming out in the bottom and just filling up the bottom down there with water, which in turn was making everything, well, just everything wet. As you can see, sitting in this weather, it's not doing very good. It's got mold growing right there. I've been trying to keep it open when the sun is shining, or well, just when the wind is blowing and there's no rain, that way I can get some air through here. But it started raining about half hour ago. Oh, yeah, I got a couple issues. I'm gonna try and switch this piece out underneath here. So I gotta cut this bar out because the ashtray doesn't fit, and I have no idea what that bar's for. It's got the mounting for it. I just gotta cut that thing out. So maybe I'll figure that out today while it's still raining. I still also have to replace, as you can see, the mirror over there is broke. So I gotta do that. But talked to the people today. I got my title and registration in the mail. Yeah, it'd be in the mail. I hope my lights are still on. Oh, that's a good problem to have. I like having that problem. Shut off. So I don't need my battery. I'm gonna unplug that. Yeah, so sweet. Got the lights going. Head still got the tick. I'm just gonna ride it into the ground. Start building a D6 or D16 Z6 is what I want to get. So yeah, I got that guy off last night. Sitting over there. It's the EXSI. Rebuilt it. New synchro mesh, new bearings all the way through. It probably flushed, I don't know, 2 gallons with a Honda manual transmission steering fluid through there, or power, you know what I mean. But yeah, figured out after I got my pump, got the bracket and the pump, which is over here. But then I realized that this guy is not fed up with the original 96 hosing. So now I have to get a 95 D16 Y7 power steering pump, which I don't even know if they make. I've never seen a Y7 with a power steering on it, so yeah, I got rid of all that. Doing it. Not sure what I'm going to do about the engine mounts because this is brand new. I think I might swap them out on this guy. Just do one by one. But that's something for later because I want to get this thing up and running as good as possible. Now that I got the lights fixed. I think I have a burnt out tail light bulb. Yep. So I gotta tighten the suspension, bleed the brake lines. I have been messing with this valve because I got that tick in there, and I realized I've been reading off of this of 2025. It might be different for the, I'm pretty sure it's probably different for the Y7 as opposed to the A6 that originally came in that thing. Yeah. Alright, well that's where I'm at. Got the e-brakes done. Got everything put back on these cars. As you can see, it's got a bit of a lean. It leans in. And I was worried that was going to be part of the trailing arm or whatnot, but it is not. It is in fact part of the body damage that you can see here, up here. When it hit the curb, that went down and up, and obviously didn't have anywhere to go, and then from being hit from that side, equal and opposite travels through, you know, physics and stuff. Yeah, don't know if I'm gonna put the transmission back in. Definitely gonna put the power steering, the old shitty power steering, back in there. Still not sure what else I can pull off this. I managed to put like 30 things on eBay. I already just sold the ECU to it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see here. Yeah. Alright, well, back at it. Till next time. Like my desk lamp.